Hello, friends and haters. I'm going to make some of you happy or agree with me, and I'm probably going to piss off my haters. I'm switching up topics and going to add this to my usual topics, and that is the crime that is committed every hour of every day against Palestine. This country will never be great until we stop backing Zionist Israel. There are many good Jews that live in Israel and are not interested in power. They're not interested in stealing land or sniping people and murdering children, which the Israeli army does all the goddamn time. Why? Because of a fucking book, a religion of mythology. That's what it comes down to. The desire to rule the world. Somehow they link this up with the rupture and the second coming and all that bullshit. It's evil on every scale. I had some numbers. I'll walk over here and get a let me see if I still got it. Some statistics on no. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, folks, you get to see my drum set there. This is the band room. Amplifiers, microphones all over the place. We just had practice tonight, and it was a great one. I'm going to have to put my oxygen hose on here in a second if I don't slow down. Give you some idea of what's going on over there. The square miles of the state of Massachusetts is 10,000. All right? That gives you something to base what I'm going to say on. Israel is 8,000. Palestine is 24,000. 2,400 square miles. So Israel and Palestine together are about the size of the state of Massachusetts. Okay, what's the populations? Massachusetts is 6.8 million. Israel is 8.5 million. And Palestine is 4.8 million. Now, granted, that means Israel has twice the population and probably needs a little more room than what they were first granted after World War II. I'll get to a solution here in a minute after I'm done with this message. Beginning of 1946, Palestine had ownership of all their land, 10,000 square miles. The head countries of the world decided to give Israel a spot near Jerusalem to appease their fucking religious beliefs. Not facts. There ain't a fact in it. It's a fact that it's a belief. That's all it is. Okay. I don't know how many square miles that was, but it was enough with room to spare for the population of Israel at the time. The Arab nation, Palestine, had to go along with it. They had no choice. They were up against all the superpowers of the world. At the end of 1946, that had all happened. Now what's happened gradually since, if you're paying attention, and humanists are? Land grabbing, murder. The Zionists have been taking more land that belongs to the Palestinians and murdering Palestinians to where the population is down to 2.4 million Okay. So what's the solution? First, the American citizens are going to have to rise up and put pressure on our government to quit backing Zionism. We can still back the Jews, but we have to become the enemy of Zionism. Then we got NATO, and we can all put a stop to this bullshit. Because as it is, when it breaks down to it, Zionist Israel is leading America around by the fucking nose. Are you with me? We'll never be great without shutting down Zionist Israel. Then, a reappropriation of the land. Go back to what the world leaders gave to Israel in 1946, and then give them a little more. I'm sure Arabs would be fine with that compared to what they got now. Give them enough room for their population, farms, whatever they need, okay? Then make an international law in the UN that land never expands. The NATO and the UN comes out all the time fighting the acts against humanity of Israel. And the U.S. backs out of all of them, vetoes them, all right? So then a law is made. There's never a thief again. There's a law made against Hamas, and there's a law made against Zionist Israel. Neither one of you fire a fucking shot unless it's an air rifle just to pretend you're keeping the war going. That's what has to happen. Until America embraces this, we'll never be a great nation. You can't be great and support the murder of innocent people. You cannot be great. You're a disgrace. Y'all with me? All right, I'm going to expand on this more as I see, as I find information, as information comes out. I'm going to be speaking on this, and I hope it encourages you good people, you humanists, to make a stand. There's not much of a stand on it right now, but we need to make one. Love you. Out.